BLEACH.
Okay, let's read chapter 275 of Bleach, the United Front 2, Red and White. I guess that's supposed to be referring to Uryu and Arenji here, who are facing off against number 8 or whatever his name is. They've joined up, blah, blah, blah. What's the previous stuff? Okay. Abarai. So this is Uryu, or Ishida, talking to Arenji. So Abarai. あいつを何票足止めできる? So he's asking Arenji, that guy, how many seconds able to slow the feet, like delay? Ashidome, literally stopping the legs. So basically he's asking Arenji how many seconds that Arenji can confine, do house arrest of the Espada here. So Arenji is just a side glance at this guy. You get the side glance. Wari ga nagakute 20票ってとこだ. Sorry, but it's like at the point, at the place of being 20 seconds and like at the longest, maybe? Like in a long way, it's 20 seconds. Meaning like, I guess like if it's long, it's 20 seconds, meaning not very long. So ka? Is that so? I see. Jubun da. It's sufficient. Like that's enough. Ikuzo. Let's go. Okay. Now remember, when Uryu had come in, he had like done something to this guy and it looked like he had stabbed him through the neck. Then this guy just laughed and it turned out to be like a whole thing. And he said like, I've already analyzed all your moves when you were fighting with Sandwich Lady. And he was kind of mocking them, of course. So anyway. Fun. Teodasu na yo, omae tachi. Teodasu means to get involved or to interfere. And so this is him telling his cohort, the Arankaru that he has along with him, saying, don't step in, don't get involved, you guys. Sosorareru ne. Sosorareru ne. あの状態で何をやってくるのか僕が直接見てやろうじゃないか Okay, sosorareru. Oh, okay. So like, I'm being interested. It's interesting. This is fascinating, you know. In that condition or in that state, he's talking about them. Like in the condition that they are, the thing that they're coming to do, or what they're going to do, question mark, me directly, I guess will want to do the favor of looking at, isn't it that? So he's basically saying like, I should see directly. I want to check this out directly firsthand, what they're going to be doing in that state or in that condition. Okay. And we go from that into the splash page. These splash pages are sometimes just very abrupt of like completely unrelated. A splash page for the chapter. Presumably Abarai, Arenji is the red and Ishida is the white. Okay. Za 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 za. Whoa. Za 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 za. Or zol za 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 za. This is some sort of scraping sound. Oh, it's this guy. He's like sliding down the wall, I guess. And he's yelling out. Yeah, it's a mixture of gagagas and zazazas. And then, woof. or doson. Is that a so? Anyway, he apparently gooses himself on some rubble here. Cool. Itaku nai? Itaku nado nai zo? So he's like, crap. It doesn't hurt. Hurting and things like that not existing. Like, no, this doesn't hurt. Clearly it hurts. All right. Okay, so what was this guy's name? I can't even remember anymore. He's sneaking up, I guess, and watching all this going on. Mataku Uryume. Unbelievable that dude Uryu. Hitori de tobirashite ikiotte. Alone, like dashing out, going out and dashing out like alone. Tsukomi ga inai. Oh, Pesha, thank you. Tsukomi ga inai to boku mo imaichi shimaranai janai ka. Okay. So tsukomi is this reference to being like part of a comedic team and being the straight man of the comedic team, right? The one that's kind of the normal person, where the other person's a goofball. Tsukomi, yeah, the straight man in comedy. Okay, tsukomi ga inai to. The comedy routine or whatever, if it's not existing, I also imaichi, like right now. No, imaichi is like once more. Or not good. Shimaranai. What is shimaranai? Isn't it that? Like loose, sloppy, disorganized. Okay, what is he trying to say? Like maybe if the comedy routine isn't working, or if it doesn't exist, then I also, like, I'm not going to be well organized. Isn't it that? I'm not quite sure really how to take this. The English went with, that's no way for half of a comedy team to behave, which is like going off on his own. Okay. Mian, can't see. Hora miro. Hey, check it out. Look. Ima no mo shuriutta no wa bokke janakute su daro toka tsukomi ga hoshii no ni. Okay, so check it out. Even now, also like with now's thing, he's like a line here. As for that joke or that comedic routine, it's wanting. Like I wanted to do that even though. So he wanted to tell a joke here about like the comedic routine, and he's not getting to do it because he doesn't have his partner. And the joke was shiri, which is the ass, the butt, striking. As for like falling on his ass, it wasn't me, su daro, it was su. Su is like fundamental, like something. Okay. I'm trying to think of what. Single characters are the worst thing to look up in this dictionary because they don't always show up at the front. Okay. So, oh, there it is. There's the character. elementary, I guess. Yeah, I don't know how to take this joke because oh, plain unadorned. Au naturel. Or yeah, no, I guess that's it. Shiri Utsu? Is okay. I'm having trouble with whatever joke he's trying to tell here. Okay. All right, I'm not going to bother with it. Shiri. He wanted to make a joke about landing on his ass there. So as for doing that, it wasn't me, it was Sue. Right? It was plain unadorned. I don't get the joke. Or something like that. That's the joke that he was wanting to do. Okay, anyway, fine, let's move on. Not that important anyway. Probably wasn't really that funny. Okay, he sees this rubble and he sees a leg sticking out. Arewa donchaka. As for that, it's donchaka. Dondochaka. Dondochaka. So that's his like friend or sibling or whatever. Aitsu Renji no toko ni kiteta no ka? That guy, into Renji's place came, so he joined up with Renji, or he was with Renji. Teuka nanda are? I mean, what is that? What is that thing? Tada battle no makizoe kutta dake de anna omoshiroi pose ni natta toyo no ka? So, I mean, what is that thing? In a normal battle, getting wrapped up in and just like, I guess, like getting absorbed or taking the blow through just taking the blow and getting wrapped up in a normal battle. And that's sort of a funny or interesting pose. It's that sort of a thing. So he thinks that this is like an omoshiroi pose, a funny or an interesting pose. He's like, he ended up in that funny pose just by like getting wrapped up into a battle. Chikusho, damn it. And this is more like he's jealous about the humor, I guess. Shikashi mitsuketa kara ni wa tasuke no wake ni wa ikan darou na. Okay, so however, as for towards because discovered, as for to a reason for saving like Kaneko, I guess. Okay, so I guess basically he's saying like, because I've found Dondachaka, like I gotta save him. I gotta help him out. So kasa 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 kasa. That's him sneaking. Tanomu zo dare mo watashi ni kizuite kureru na yo. Please, I'm requesting, whatever. Nobody to me do the favor of noticing. Like, say, please, nobody pay attention to me. This is all him thinking. Daijoubu da. Peshe? Yeah, there's his name. It's okay, Peshe. He's talking to himself. Omae nara yareru. If it's you, you're able to do it. You can do this. Dare mo omae no sonzai ni kizuki wa shinai. Nobody to your presence, as for noticing, will do. So basically, no one's going to notice your presence. Sonzai kan ga nai to ka, soyu imi janakute ne. like existence presence, or the feeling of existence not existing, or things like that. That's sort of a meaning it isn't. So it's not the sort of a meaning that your presence doesn't have feeling. ていうか、マジで誰も気づかないな. I mean, seriously, nobody will notice. Nobody is noticing, right? なんかだんだん寂しくなってきた. Somehow, more and more, it's coming to be lonely, or like sad. Like I'm getting more and more sad. ちょっとだけ, just a little bit. ちょっとだけなら気づいてくれてもいいんだけどな. If it's just a little bit, even if doing noticing, that would be good. Okay. So he's like, yeah, nobody notices me. Man, like I'm getting kind of lonely that nobody is noticing me at all. So maybe just a little bit, it would be good if I get noticed. Anyway. Piku? Piku is like a little bit of a twitch. Peshe! Goba! So, oh my god, kita ka! Like you came? You arrived? This is Peshe thinking this, like, I guess that he was aware. Doko de yansu ka, Peshe? Where are you, Peshe? So remember that Don Dachaka, instead of saying desu, says deyansu. So, in what place are you? Where are you, Peshe? Kite kureta de yansu ka? You did the favor of coming? Like coming for me? De yansu ka? O, ora o tasuke ni? For me? To save me? He also refers to himself as ora instead of ore. Of course, he's doing this quite loudly. Kowakatta de yansu. I was scared. Baka donda chaka sawaguna. So you idiot, donda chaka. Don't make a loud uproar. Don't make a loud noise. Kizukare, being noticed. And then, of course, they're all turning. Yeah! No! Boom. Nanda! What is it? Bara. Bara is the sound of things flying. And we get a big go. Oh, okay. So Arenji is doing something. That's what blew up in the background. Oh. Nani o shite kuru ka to omaeba? So this guy is saying, like, what coming to do? If I think about like what you're doing, ... Go. Yahari tada no chikara oshika. As expected, it's simply strength pushing, the brute force strength in a chikara oshi. Yeah, brute force approach. So a theme from before, but he's basically saying, like, of all the things you could have done, as expected, it's just brute force strength, ? Gung. Which is usually like a block sound or something. So something's happening here. Kudaran. Kudaran is kind of like boring, pathetic. Ga. Okay, grab. Gua. And we get a, is that a gyaran? Okay, so something's happening. It looks like they're getting wrapped up with his blade. Ah, yeah. Nani o maneda. Or nan no maneda. Behavior or manner of what? Like, what are you doing? Oh, and we get a kishi. Ainiku boku ni wa soyu shumi wa nai en da ga. Ainiku. Oh, unfortunately. Unfortunately, as for to me, as for that sort of a meaning, it doesn't exist. Oh, like being close to him. He's like, I'm sorry, but like I don't have that sort of interest in you. And we get kind of some whispering here. Oi, nan to ka iu? Oh, hey. Oh, it says, hey, something or whatever to say something. And then he kind of laughs. Tashika ni shikai no ore to teme ja chikara no sa wa dekai. Okay, so certainly with my shikai, which is like the simpler bankai or whatever. Certainly with my shikai, you, as for the power difference, it's big. Okay, so he's saying like with my shikai attack, the power level with you is like a big difference in the power levels between the two. Sekkinsen nara, if it's like close-up combat, bu ga aru tomo, a part existing, omochai ne, not thinking. If it's close-up combat, bu ga aru. Is this an expression? No. Well, bu ga warui is to be at a disadvantage or having no edge. So if maybe bu ga aru means to be at an advantage or to have an edge. So if it's close-up combat, having an edge, I'm not thinking I have an edge with direct or close-up combat. Dagayo, but you know, chikara no sa wa dekakute mo, as for the power level, even if it's big, something's happening here. Sasuga ni zero kyori de kurai ya. As expected, at a distance of 0, like eating or absorbing, chotto wa ite daro. As for a little bit, it hurts, right? Go. Okay. So kurao is usually like when you like take an attack. So like as expected, at 0 distance, taking an attack, as for a little bit, it hurts. It's hurting, isn't it? So something, oh my gosh. Way too much crap going on right now. Ore wa mukashi kara Kiro ga hetta de na. As for me, from a long time ago, Kiro, which is the way of the demon, it's their like sorcery spell stuff. I was bad at it, you know? Kagen dekizu ni bohatsu shite yoku donarareta mon da ze. More or less, wait, no, Kagen dekizu. Kagen dekiru. Yeah, or like allowance, not being able to do, not being able to allow for, and being explosive, often being yelled at thing. I was often yelled at, chastised for being explosive and not like having not being able to control or do allowance for. This is the Denji describing some stuff that's, I guess, relevant. Dolnaru. Yeah, being shouted at, being yelled at. Sa orito omae. Well then, me and you. Dochi ga kate ka shoubu toyu jane ka. Which one is tough, hard? Question mark. A thing called a competition, isn't it that? So basically he's saying like, let's see who's tougher. Who's more durable. Hado no sanjuichi. So the destructive path, number 31. Shakaho. This is red fire cannon. Shakaho. All right, so he's going to basically immolate them both. Zun. Gwa. Aftermath clearing. Bo. That's usually like things catching on fire. Blah. Get whole, cough. Go whole, cough. Boo. Gwa. Okay, so they're all like going up in flames. So, Shinigami Fuze ga nameta mane shiagatte. Okay, so he's damn it. Buse. Isn't that like acting or being in the manner of it? No, Fuze. Yeah, the appearance. Like the manner of a Shinigami, a nametamane, like a underestimating behavior or manner you're doing. To make fun, treating with contempt. It's a little bit of a weird thing. So like acting like a Shinigami, or like again, like the appearance of a Shinigami, again, like making fun of behavior you're doing. The English just decided to go with "you stupid Soul Reaper," "you stupid Shinigami," whatever. Yoso dorida. It's according to forecast, just as expected. So it's just as I thought, but according to forecast. Okay, that's Ishida who said that. He said, and he goes, Abarai no kougeki o ukereba. When taking on Abarai's attack, それが成功しようが失敗しようが、Abaraiと逆の方向にshirizoku. Shirizoku. That's going to be to step back or to step away. Shirizoku. Yeah, to step back. So when receiving the attack of Abadai, that thing, trying to do success or trying to do failure, the opposite of Abadai's direction stepped away. So I guess like whether you were trying to make that succeed or fail, you stepped away in the opposite direction of Abadai. そしてその距離も, and in addition, even that distance, 君は相手を見下すのが好きなようだからね. As for you, looking down on your opponents is likable. It's in that manner or appearance. That's why, isn't it? So you appear to like it, you appear to enjoy or find likable looking down on your opponents. Isn't that right? 攻撃を受けたら敵の手の届かないギリギリの距離を取る癖がある. If or when receiving an attack, an opponent's hand not arriving giri no kyori, giri at the last, a just barely distance, taking, that habit exists. So you have this habit of taking a distance that's like just barely not reaching the hand of your opponent when you're receiving an attack. それがなんだ? That is what, meaning so what of that? 君こそ随分と後ろを取るのが好きらしい. You in particular very much taking the back or from the back, it seems to be likable. Like you seem to like taking attacks or delivering attacks from the back. それで勝ったつもりか, Quincy? With that, are you intending that you've won, Quincy? Ah, yep. Sha. そのつもりだ. It is that intent. That is what I am intending. そのつもりだよ. Okay, he's pulling out one of these things. Oh. Q. Triple exclamation point. Or Q. Something is happening here, setting up like a 5-point circle. I think that's Uryu. Bakana. Impossible. お前の武器の冷圧はすべて封じたはず. As for the spiritual pressure of your weapons, all of them sealed ought to have done. So I ought to have sealed up the spiritual pressure of all your weapons. 世界には君の知らないものもあるってことさ. As for in this world, you not knowing things also exist. It's that event. So it's the event of you not knowing everything that exists in this world. Wakariyasuku. Easy to understand. Wakariyasuku. 君たちの言葉で、今の状況を説明してあげようか? So, in an easy to understand way, using your words, now's condition, doing explanation, shall I do you the favor? Question mark. So, shall I do you the favor of doing an explanation of the circumstances now in your own words that are easy to understand? Ah, this is what he means by your own words. Astaaki, which is presumably Spanish, but the Japanese is owari da yo. It's over, it's finished. Zayaru Aporo Grantsu, and that's just the guy's name. Kuso! Damn it!
Hello there.
It's like a flashing sound. Oh, And it's and that's the end of the chapter. Tadakichi popped up just at the right nick of time. Gosh. Hi, domo. Here you go. Obey. Zudon. Kuso. Damn it. Or kuso. What is this? He's strong. Otsue. Go. Mate. Wait. All right. Okay, that was chapter 275. We'll continue next time with 276. Is Zayoru Aparo Garansu really beaten? We'll find out. Maybe. Next time.